Hey Jeff, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a 10 random facts about me / 10 random things, and let's just get straight into it. This is my first coffee of the day. It's 2:40 p.m. I never have coffee this late normally, but I'm absolutely exhausted right now. I have no idea why, but for some reason, whatever it is, I'm just feeling extra drained and tired this week, so really having to push myself. And I just added in this. This is a herbal supplement from Wild One, and it's for mental clarity and focus. So I'm gonna be extra focused and extra clear this video, hopefully. Let's see. Anyway, I'm gonna drink that now. Now, before I get into the video, let's address the elephant in the room, and there's a big one, and it is this. This is happening right now. Guys, I'm going through somewhat of a crisis where every single time I get acrylic nails on, literally within a week they come off, and it is so frustrating. It is so annoying. I've talked about it on my Instagram stories. People are like, try Gel X. So I tried Gel X and the same thing happened. And it's not because I'm rough, like I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm being so gentle, and this always happens. But I wanted to address that because I know that's gonna irk you guys, and I know you're gonna comment about it. So let's address the elephant in the room. I'm gonna go get them done again this afternoon, which is annoying because it's just becoming this really expensive, annoying thing. And at this point, I'm thinking I'm just probably gonna get them off and try to grow them out and just paint them with gel, because this is getting to the point of ridiculous. Anyway, let's get into today's video. This is the list of questions that I've got from Instagram Q&As over time, and also just a compilation of random facts about me that I've never really shared, with the first one being I've actually broken more bones than I can even count. I actually don't know how many bones I've broken because I've broken so many over the years. It's definitely in the double digits, that's 100% for sure. I've broken my nose 3 times, I've broken my neck in 2 spots, I had my shoulders reconstructed, which I guess obviously isn't a broken bone. Gosh, I've broken my foot, I've broken my knuckles, a rib. Man, if I sat down and did it and told you the amount of injuries I've had over my lifespan, it would be ridiculous. It would be a whole video or even 2 videos, because it has been a lot. So you're probably like, why have you had so many broken bones? You're only in your 20s, that's very weird. And it's because when we were younger, we did a lot of action sports, like a lot. So we also grew up racing motocross, which is the second random fact about me that not a lot of you know, that I actually grew up racing. So we were sponsored races, my whole family raced. We had a bus, it was huge. Basically the motorbikes went underneath. Upstairs we had a whole living area, and then we had a ramp that came out of the back of the bus where the other motorbikes would go in. So we would travel around Queensland, we would go to races, and it was something that we did for years. You know how some families on the weekend might go to the beach, or they might, meet up and have a picnic or whatever. Our family together, we would go race motocross, and that was our thing, and I loved it. And it was a super cool experience to look back and say like, wow, I was like a sponsored motocross racer. That's pretty cool. And the third random fact about me, and a question that I get a lot, is my name just Robbie, or is it short for something? And man, you guys ask me this every single day, and a lot of you even call me Robin, but my name is actually just Robbie. I was actually named after my grandma, who was named Roberta, and it's really, really cute actually, because she's a twin. So she's a twin to someone called Robert. So it's Robbie and Bobby is what they were called when they were younger, and I got called Robbie after her, which I think is just super, super sweet. I love that because she is just one of my favorite people in the whole world. And I actually got named Robbie and Jan, so I think it's a very cute little name, which I think is just really fun and unique, and I love having a different name, especially one with a story. And the next question is the best piece of advice I have received. Man, there's so much good advice, I don't even know where to start, but I actually read a quote this week that really, really stood out to me. I don't remember who it was, I think it was Joe Rogan, but he said, live your life like you're being filmed for a reality TV show about your success. And I was like, whoa, like imagine that. If there was a film crew following you everywhere, talking about your success and how you achieved it, would you be doing what you're doing right now? Most probably the answer is going to be no, and that would force you to be productive or be efficient and get things done. So that was one that I read this week that really, really hit me. But another really good piece of advice is kindness is never wasted. And I know that it sounds simple, but when you think about it, it actually makes so much sense, and you're never going to regret being kind to somebody. And the next random fact is about my family. So I'm actually one of 6 kids in 7 years. So we're super, super close in age, and I have 3 sisters. I have 3 sisters and 2 brothers, and man, I miss them a lot. They are just very, very smart and very humble and just beautiful, and I miss them a lot. I'm definitely the proud older sister because I talk about them all the time. I think they would actually be surprised if they realized how much I talked about them and how much I do miss them. Two of them are doing med school, they're nearly done, and man, they are just geniuses. They are so smart, and okay, I'm not trying to brag, but they literally are that smart. And I've got another sister who's actually going to be trying to study what I did, which is kind of cool because I followed in my dad's footsteps and now she's following in my footsteps, which is just kind of cool how things go full circle. Then I've got a brother who does trades, which is really cool. He's so talented at putting things together and figuring things out. And then my other sister is doing social work, so it's really, really cool. And I definitely miss them a lot. They're still living in Australia. We actually don't have a huge family in Australia. My mum is Australian and my dad is from America, so that's my affiliation there. I've got dual citizenship, which has always made traveling very interesting and very, very easy. And that leads me straight on to my next point, which is I actually didn't plan to stay in America. Like, I didn't plan to move here. I was literally coming here for 2 months. Like, my stuff was in my house. I had a house in Australia, I had a car, I had a dog, I had all of these things, and I came here with 2 huge bags. I was like, okay, I'm going to America for 2 months. I'm gonna go work there, do social media stuff, blah, 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 all of these things. And here I am. I stayed. I haven't even gone home. All of my stuff is packed up and in my family's garage right now. My car got sold and my dog is with my family. And I mean, my dog is obsessed with my family. He literally sleeps in my parents' bed. So I feel like he's a perfect little addition, even though it definitely was hard to leave him. And let's get into the next random fact, and that is a weird habit. Now, I think everybody has a weird habit, whether you acknowledge that you have it or you don't acknowledge it. It's there somewhere. And for me, it took Alex calling it out to me to realize, okay, that is weird, but I've done it for so long that I didn't even realize that it was weird, if that makes sense. My weird habit is I put perfume on every single night before I go to sleep. I spray it on the front of me and the back of me, and it's just something that I've done for years. I don't know why. It's part of my nighttime routine. I close down for the night and I just love smelling good when I go to bed. And every single night I climb into bed and Alex is like, oh, you smell good. I just love that. And I nearly always wear Dossier. And you guys have probably heard me speak about Dossier before. I'm a huge fan. Basically, Dossier is a brand that recreates luxury high-end scents at a fraction of the cost. Super, super cheap and affordable. And it smells exactly like the real deal. And one of the reasons that I love Dossier is because they're cruelty-free, have clean ingredients, and it smells exactly like the real deal, but just without the markup, which of course is amazing. And they also have risk-free purchase. So basically what that means is you have 30 days to try it. They have free shipping if you get over 3 bottles. And when you get the bottle and you try it, if you don't like how it smells on you or whatever it is, you can send it back completely risk-free for 30 days. But honestly, I doubt you're gonna have that because I mean, I use Dossier all the time and I absolutely love it. And Dossier was kind enough to give me a discount code for you guys. So if you do want to try it out, I'm gonna put the code here on the screen. Comment below and let me know which scents you're not getting. So the next random fact is I actually have 2 tattoos. So you may not know that because I don't show them very often. They're here and here. So they're normally only visible in kind of a low shirt or a bra or a swimwear. But the first one I got probably in 2013 in Greece. And it's a Greek word that means grace. And I absolutely love it. It's just a reminder. As a Christian, for me, I see it and I'm like, okay, like, grace is real, God is real, and that's basically what it means to me, that I'm saved by grace and that no matter what I do or how much I mess up, there's nothing that can push me away from God's love, and I love that. It's just a little reminder. And my other tattoo is on my right side. I've had it nearly exactly 2 years actually. I got it in Barcelona, nearly 2 years to the day actually. On my birthday I got it, and I got it to represent the sword of the spirit. And I was going through a really hard time at that point. I had gone through that breakup and I had just been kind of spinning, and that really represented to me that everything can change in your life, but the thing that doesn't change is the word of God. And for me, that sword represented to really keep my feet in the word and to keep focused and to keep grounded. And it also represented strength because there's something very powerful about a sword. It's, I mean, probably one of the first weapons that people ever created, and having that is just for me a sign of strength and also a reminder of the sword of the spirit. And whenever I see them, I'm kind of surprised because sometimes I forget I have tattoos because they're so small and so hidden. but they definitely have a lot of meaning. And later on this year, Alex and I are going to New York for a couple of months, so I know he's going to be getting a lot more tattoos. And my mum was talking to me on the phone the other day. She goes, are you going to get any more tattoos? And I don't know. There is one tattoo that I have wanted to get for a long time, but I'd really have to know exactly where I want it. Like if I got it, I just wouldn't really know where to put it right now. So at the moment, I'm not going to get any more, but I potentially could. Moving on to my final random fact, and that is that I have multiple university degrees, and people are always surprised about this, especially because I'm not actively using them right now in this moment. People are always like, obviously you spent a lot of money and a lot of time doing that, don't you feel like it's a waste? And at one point I did, and I would always talk about my past experiences and my career in dentistry and all of these things, but I don't think knowledge is ever wasted, and it's definitely opened up a lot of doors for me and given me a lot of knowledge and life experiences. So even though I'm not actively using them right now, I definitely don't think they're a waste. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I always talk about how important it is to invest in yourself and your future and your education. And for me, knowledge is never a waste. So I actually did nearly 6 years of university, and I'm actually studying again right now. I haven't talked about it a lot. At the moment, I'm actually studying to become a health coach, which I'm really excited about. And I'm gonna do a whole video about that coming up soon, kind of going into more, what is a health coach and what can you do as a health coach? So I actually did a double degree in oral health therapy and dental hygiene. So basically it's this incredible degree called OHT. It's an awesome job, and again, I've talked about it before, but my degree in dentistry actually doesn't translate to the US, so even if I wanted to, I couldn't see patients here, which is very sad to me. It's kind of crazy to me that I'm like, okay, in Australia I can literally pull out a tooth on a child, and then in America I can't even clean teeth. It's crazy. But at this point in my life and where I am in my other career, I'm not really wanting to go back and study dentistry, and that's very sad, and I could potentially go back to it one day, but right now it's just not the season for that. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Many more videos coming your way. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that red subscribe button. Join the Jam fam, and I will see you guys very soon.
Try not to hold me down, feel alive.